The next panelist on this discussion is Mr. Ranjit Baxi, founder of Global Recycling Day. Let's welcome him on stage.
Your Excellencies, distinguished and honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I first of all say that we are all honored to be part of this august gathering discussing the future of digital global trade of recycling, whilst we are promoting sustainability. Free and sustainable global trade is the call of today. And if we are to promote sustainable circular economy, then we together can help in promoting climate change goals. This, to me, is the future of the world trade that we are seeing and talking about this morning. And this, I strongly believe, cannot be achieved by regionalization of circular economy that many parts of the world are promoting. I am pleased to say that UAE is recognized as a world-class trading center for promoting circular and sustainable growth in the trade of recyclables. Seventh resource, which is a term I had coined when I launched Global Recycling Day some 6 years ago. It also gives me immense pleasure to participate in this conference in the year of COP28, and I very much hope that COP28 will be the first climate change conference to recognize the huge contribution recycling industries are making globally in helping meet net zero goals to 2050. Recycling, to me, is the precursor in helping to build green ecosystem and a trade of over $1.3 trillion, adding to global GDP, which is a big contribution, which unfortunately has not been recognized. We provide the much-needed resources through recycling to meet our global demand for consumer goods, whilst helping to save carbon emissions, saving water and energy, instead of manufacturing from minerals or natural ores. Recycling helps in reducing waste mountains so that we can use the land for agriculture purposes. Supply chain of circular economy, in my opinion, must comprise of eco-friendly and eco-smart manufacturing facilities, helping to promote efficient collection, sorting of waste using artificial intelligence, AI, which we have talked about this morning, which hopefully will assist the recycling systems to produce raw materials of the right quality and the right volume. To make this possible, I believe we need harmonization in partnership between three important players in the sector. One, the industry; two, the consumer; and three, the recycling company. I think it's time we get the civil society together on this innovative approach of working together with the industry to promote eco-sustainable design that are user-friendly and 100% recyclable. Sharing the values of recycling as part of global circular economies, promoting free and sustainable trade. Recycling, again, I must say, is very important if we are to deliver sustainable economic growth. But unfortunately, I'm sad to say this, that most of the global conferences today like to talk about renewable energy, wind farms, solar panels, electrical vehicles, but not recycling, the seventh resource, which I believe is very important part of the global economic growth. So I wish to personally thank my friend Merzi Sodawaterwala of the World Business Forum and the joint host of this conference to include recycling on this agenda. I strongly believe, and I always say, that recycling is too important a subject not to be part of any climate change forums. To present my story a little bit more in detail, I would like to focus on just one sector of waste, electronic waste. With the exponential growth in AI and the important role it's going to play in the future growth of our economies, we will also see huge increase in electronic waste. I also certainly see AI playing a very dominating role in the future of our recycling industry by using AI to build and develop waste sorting solutions for generating higher quality of recycling raw materials. These intelligent machines will work tirelessly, continue sorting waste efficiently, but whilst they are doing that, they will also provide us with the very important data of the type and volume of raw material that has been collected and sorted. This AI secure data is very important for the future policies of economic growth and sustainability, because we need to know what we are recycling, what volume we are recycling, and what is the volume of trade we are generating. Let me just share some data on internet usage. In 2020, globally 4 billion people were digitally connected, generating a potential revenue of $4 trillion. And this revenue generated was by using 225 plus million apps, which were generated or produced by embedding over 25 billion intelligent systems that were using 50 trillion gigabytes of data. That is the internet market of 2020. Obviously, this means the more we are using, the more waste we are creating. A simple example I can share with you, if you see when the word changed from 4G to 5G, how many phones were discarded? But only 15% of these phones were ever recycled. The rest were just wasted down in waste streams. We dumped over 53.6 million tons of e-waste last year. And the value of what we have dumped is $57 billion worth of gold, silver, copper, platinum, and other high-value metals, which could have been recovered by recycling, have all ended up in the landfills. And we are projecting by 2030 what we will be dumping will be 74 million tons. Looking at electrical cars, the much talked about story of the future. Electrical cars need 6 times more copper than combustible engines. So demand for copper and other precious metals is going to increase by some 500% over the next 20 to 30 years. Additionally, we will be needing a lot of lithium-ion batteries. The demand for lithium-ion batteries is going to increase by over 2,000%. And you think about the cobalt and other metals that are going to be required for making lithium-ion batteries. If you're not going to recover the waste, if you're not going to recycle, I don't know how we are going to meet the growing demand for electrical vehicles. So I very much am looking forward to COP28 in being able to drive the green agenda forward with a clearly identifiable green footprint for growth, so that the rhetorics of the past decades come to an end and we move forward with a can-do approach, with a deliverable plan. We in the industry are very proud and thankful to His Excellency President of UAE for declaring this year as the year of sustainability. This certainly gives a big boost to our global drive and governance in stabilizing this rapidly growing curve of climate change which is running away from us. Finally, I wish to end by quoting His Excellency Dr. Sultan Al Jaber, who recently said in Copenhagen, "Incremental steps will simply not cut it. We need transformational progress in the next 7 years across mitigation, adaptation, climate finance, and loss and damage." I certainly hope and look forward to COP28 to be the first conference where not only recycling will be included in the agenda, but we'll have a can-do approach with a deliverable footprint being announced by all the participating countries. Thank you very much.